Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch. If you're new here, I've been talking about Stacks, Bitcoin DeFi, all sorts of things. And I've been going in the right direction, I think, for the most part. We've had some setbacks with Stacks. Stacks has still performed well in light of all these things happening. I have switched up my direction, more L1s like ETH. I am calling the bottom in the ETH Bitcoin chart. So we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about the market, what's going on in banking, the ETF, so on and so forth. So if you're new here, like and subscribe. But anyway, let's get into it. So if you just realized SEC approves Ethereum ETFs, they were speculating that this would happen. So I said this is probably, and I've been right about this for a long time, that the ETH Bitcoin chart is finally going to bottom. I think it has bottomed. I think alt season will come around soon. In runes, right, we've seen a lot of the meme tokens in runes rebound, like Mr. Yen. We're seeing ETH rebounding from the ETH bottom. And I think this is only going to be exacerbated, whether that's in 6 months or whatever, because Balaji's is pointing out that they're acknowledging the banking crisis going on right now. So we'll see what happens with all that. But I do think it's bottomed. It is interesting to watch the Sol Bitcoin chart and the Sol ETH chart, right? It looks like absolutely primed and ready to rip. So who knows? Maybe the ETH ecosystem starts ripping because of the flows. Maybe the Sol ecosystem starts ripping. I don't know. I've been drawing all over this Bitcoin chart, and I said we're going to go up in this channel here, right? So I don't really need to draw it, but I predict we're either going to go in a channel or sideways, right? I predicted this top right here perfectly. I can't draw because I have multiple trading views open, but you know the deal. I mean, I think eventually that's going to break back up when we have a drawback in ETH and so on and so forth. All the hype from the ETFs goes down, so on and so forth. So anyway, to continue on, Grayscale is going to make a trust for Stacks. There is another type of trust on trading on the market. I can't remember what it's called. I wouldn't buy it. I don't know if it's pegged exactly. But they're commenting on a tweet from the Stacks Foundation that's saying, Grayscale is launching this. We do think that institutional investors are going to come around, right? Grayscale agrees with that. It's going to create price pressure, whether they stake that in the fund or not, I don't know. And there's also clues with Muneem talking at Draper Summit, right? Zest raising $3.5 million from Draper. What is weird is the Stacks price is not reflecting that. So, and that's probably because of the Alex Lab hype. So if we can get past that, let's look up the price of Alex Labs. It is actually not doing too bad, I predict, right? So 20%. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But we've had a lot of bouncing around sideways because of this horrible hack that happened on Alex. So let's see. But what is promising is that Track is absolutely pumping and ripping, right? I think that's a really good sign, breaking out of this downward price movement. Ondo is ripping with the ETH chart ripping. So I really like these in terms of DeFi in the future, right? If Track really right now has to take the center stage because of how bad Stacks is messing this up. I think Stacks is going to correct, but we might see some sideways action. Anyway, regardless, it's a fantastic price to accumulate, I think. So we'll see. Pay attention. I think we're going to have a prolonged bull market. I don't know if we're going to have this blow off top anymore, right? Because of these ETFs and flows and rebalancing, all that. So I've been saying that for a while now. Anyway, you can call me Hunch, and my hunch is that it's finally the ETH Bitcoin bottom. Let's see what happens. I mean, bullish, not bullish. Who knows? Anyway, you can call me Hunch. Here's my update.